So, the Nintendo 3DS is a console that I think is the best console right now to pick up if you are wanting to get into playing more games or have a variety of games to play, because not only has it sold a ton of consoles, it has sold a ton of games. There are hundreds of games for this system. Not only can it play 3DS games, but it can also play DS games, which opens it up even more after that. So that is one thing that I find very awesome. Now, I'll be honest here, I don't use the 3DS functionality because 3D just is lost on me and it kind of gives me a headache, so I don't use that. But I will say that these consoles, both the 3DS and the 2DS, whether the new ones or the XL or just the originals, are all very awesome. Now, I know there's some differences and you tend to get better things out of the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Yes, that's really the name. It's confusing as crap, but that is the best generation of it, or the 2DS XL, because that is also really awesome with the clamshell design and all that. But we are not talking about the 3DS very much in the sense of consoles today. We're going to talk about 5 must-have games and why I think you must have them. And honestly, I know there are a ton of 3DS games, and you can list them in the comments. Please do. If I find enough, maybe I'll make more of these videos. But honestly, this is something that I think is really awesome. And the 3DS has so many great games, and it's so great because you can play them on the go, whether it's a short game or a long game. You can always take it with you wherever you are, as long as it's charged, and play it. And that's something I love about it. But with that being said, I'm going to hop right into the games and kind of hit on them, and then we'll wrap it up and let you guys know what I think about these 5 games. Obviously, you know I think highly of them, but we're going to talk about them anyways. And the first one is rather weird, and I know some people may not like this, but I think if you like these kind of games, this is definitely a heavy hitter, and that is Detective Pikachu. Now, this game is so much fun. If you're a Pokemon fan and you like puzzle games or Dr. Layton games, Professor Layton, sorry about that, this is definitely a game you need to pick up. It is so much fun hearing Pikachu the first time and you're like, what? If you've never seen it before, you're definitely surprised whenever he starts talking. And just digging into this game and playing with Pikachu is something that's very awesome and fun, and really something that you're not expecting out of a Pokemon game, but knowing it's Detective Pikachu, I have so much fun with this. Honestly, I'm stoked for the movie. I've got the huge amiibo back behind me, but honestly, this is really awesome, and I think this is a game you gotta have if you're into these kind of games and you own a 3DS. The next one is for those people that like Mario Party. And I know there's Mario Party Island Tour, but honestly, that's not a great Mario Party game. And I know some people may like it. I've played it myself. It's enjoyable because it's a Mario Party game, but I wouldn't say at any cost is that a great or even really a good one. So with that being said, I'm gonna focus more towards WarioWare Gold, because yes, this is a very awesome game. It has a bunch of mini games, 300 outlandish micro games. So if you like the Mario Party mini games, you'll definitely hit it off with this. Now, I know this is somewhat of a newer one, and honestly, Detective Pikachu was as well, but these are 2 games that I've hit recently and had a ton of fun with, and honestly, you cannot go wrong with this. If you want to just waste time playing things, this is good because you can hop in, play for a little bit, or stay for a long time and have a bunch of fun. So if you like Mario Party and you want to play mini games, this is definitely the one to pick up for the system. The next game I'm going to talk about is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. And honestly, if you love Monster Hunter games, and you don't mind graphics that are worse than what you're used to, maybe if you've played Monster Hunter World, the best graphics of a Monster Hunter series game, you guys know about it. This is definitely one you gotta pick up. People play this, I know, I've heard of people like getting together weekly to play this game still, and honestly, I know why. This is such a fun game, and anytime you get to go around and hunt monsters, you can't go wrong. I love the game. It's a lot of fun. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, this is the one to do it. And if you're not, I think maybe this is a good game for you to start out with. I've had a lot of fun with this one, and I've also had a lot of fun with other Monster Hunters, and I think this is a good one. Now, some people may not like it because of the graphics, because, well, you're on a 3DS, but for being able to take this on the go, I think this is something you definitely got to pick up if you have not already. So I'm getting to the longer games here as we transition towards the end here, and I'm not doing it on purpose, it just kind of happened, but it does kind of get you more into the RPGs the longer this is going on, and honestly, this system is great for RPGs. So I'm going to kind of test the waters here with an RPG game that isn't a huge or long or a hard one, but it's definitely a fun one, and that is Paper Mario Sticker Star. And honestly, I love Paper Mario games. Some people I've heard don't like this one, and I'm not quite sure why they don't like it. I enjoyed it and I had fun with it. So if you've never played a RPG, I think a Paper Mario game is one that is very good at just kind of dipping your feet in. You're getting a little wet, you're getting a little used to it, but it's a lot of fun, and I love this game not only because of how it looks, but how it feels and how it plays, but definitely the artwork is a favorite of mine. I love when games are creative or look different, and honestly, ever since Paper Mario came out, I have loved the graphics. I love the artwork and the aesthetic that it brings to it. So this is definitely a game on the 3DS that I think you should pick up if you have not already done so. Then, this last one was hard because there are so many of these games on the console, and I know I don't have all of them. I've played most of them, not all of them, but I kind of just settled on this one because, well, I had it and it was an easy one to point out. Now, I know there's one that goes with it, and then there's ultras of it, but I'm gonna say pick up Pokemon Sun, pick up Pokemon Moon, pick up Pokemon Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. You definitely gotta pick this up. If you don't pick this up, pick up any Pokemon game, really. They're all a lot of fun, and each one has their own kind of difference, but they're all still kind of rooted in the same thing, and that's why I love this game. Now, I am a big fan of Pokemon coming into it, so that may sway my opinion on this, but just letting you guys know, definitely a fun game. I have Moon as well on the shelf here. I just grabbed Sun because it was easier. Honestly, they're both fun games. Depending on what you want and how you want to play the game might determine which one you go with, but if you're interested in these, definitely check them out. I have not played Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, so I can't talk about that, but I do know the Sun and the Moon is a very good system for Pokemon. It's a good game and everyone really seems to enjoy it, so I think you definitely need to check this out if you have not already. Check out a Pokemon game, even if it's like Alpha Sapphire or Omega Red. Check those out as well. There's a ton of games that are Pokemon related. Hit that main series up because that is where you will find a bunch of the good games. So now that was 5 must-have games on the 3DS. I know there are more, there's a ton more, and I just kind of grabbed these because these are games that I've been playing lately, but I think you definitely must have. These are all fun games, they're great games, and for the price they're really good. Now, I know people are like, oh, Nintendo's going towards the Switch, but the 3DS isn't dead. It's still alive, still kicking, and it has a ton of games that you need to play if you have not. So, with that being said, I want you guys to know, check out a 3DS. If you can pick them up for cheap, I say get one. go play some games. You can get them much cheaper than if you bought a Switch and you played some games there. So I just wanted you guys to know I still love the Switch, don't get me wrong. The Switch is my main console, especially for portability right now. But I've been playing the 3DS and I've been playing my PlayStation PSP, so I've definitely been playing a few handhelds here recently. So I wanted you guys to know what I thought about it. If you saw anything that you wanted or are interested in, talk down below. Let me know, what do you think of the games? And if you have more suggestions, hit that up as well. Since you're already here, don't forget about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Big Cartel, Patreon, Amazon. All those links are down below in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join, and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you know when I post more videos. With that being said, make sure you have a good day.